Hey guys, Bruce here again from Kai's Clan, and in this session we're going to look at expert motion matte movement. So, expert motion matte movement. Now remember, this is always when the camera, your Kai's Eye app, can see the matte and can see all the robots. So free movement is when the robot's on your desk, matte movement's when the robot's on the mat and the camera can see it. So let's get started. Set angle, right? This means that 0 degrees is north and you've got 360 degrees. So 0 all the way through to 360. So 360 is also north. 180 is south. So whatever you type in here, then the robot will face that way. The logo on the bottom of your mat is south, so that would be 180 degrees, and facing north would be 0. Okay, next one. So press backspace and delete that. Next one is move to a coordinate. We've covered this in previous sessions, but basically you can just type it in the run there, click on the mat anywhere, and then type the coordinate that you want to go. So I've clicked on there, 51, 41, 59, and then I'll click run and the robot moves to that position. Now, what you'll notice is in some of these, if I just close that section there, you'll notice that you've got move to an X position and stop 5 centimeters away. So the robot's center, the center of the robot is on just above his eyes, right? Above the QR code, just above his eyes. Now he's got grippers, and the distance between his eyes and the front of his grippers is probably around about 5 centimeters. So if you don't want to crash into another robot, you need to stop a certain distance away. So you can see here, robot move to 2020, but stop 5 centimeters away from the target. Okay, quite easy to do. Let's look at another one. So here we've got is robot. Now this requires an if condition, and then we'll do that. So let's look at that a little bit later under our if conditions. Right. This is also a position, so you can see how we've got two colors. We've got a dark pink and a light pink. So if you see a block with a dark color and a light color, this allows you to click things in. Well, that's the same thing. I've just clicked in. So let's have a look. We'll say position. So here I could then navigate a robot to another robot position and stop 5 centimeters away. So I don't need to know the current coordinates of that robot. It'll look up the coordinate of the destination I want to go, and I can just drag and drop these blocks in there. So very handy to do. So you can also see position of map mark, right? What is a position of map mark? Well, that when I click here and I leave a destination, this will move robot 4 to this map mark that I've got on my screen. So really handy to do if I just want to go to a destination. What else have we got here? Distance between two robots. That's really good as a math function. So I can't really, it doesn't make sense to drop it in there, but we'll use that in our condition statements. So let's get rid of this, and let's quickly do a logic function. So logic is under if, and we're going to put that in a loop. Now the difference between run is run once and then the code finishes. Loop will loop forever and ever and ever. So we need our logic in a loop because we need to keep on checking if the condition is true. So let's go back to matte movement and say, is robot 4 at this position within 5 centimeters? So does the robot arrive at the destination I want? So is this robot arriving at this location, at this location? If the robot does arrive, then this event is now true. And what I might want to do is play a sound if it's true. So if this robot arrives at this condition, at this coordinate, then I'm going to play the buzzer. So if do. Now there's also what we call an else statement. So we can then click on this little gear icon, drag that in and then do else. Now you'll see that you've got an else statement here. So if we're going to copy this, duplicate it. So if the robot is at that condition, then play the song. If it's not at that condition, then play the ring high sound, right? So if the robot arrives, then do this, then if not, then do that. Now this if statement, if this is a true or a false condition, so if it's true, then do that. Let's try a different true condition under motion mat movement. What do we want to do? Let's have a gripper status. Right, so we can put this in here. Is robot 4's gripper open? True or false? If it's open, then play this song. If it's not open, then play this other song. Right, so this gives you the idea about dragging that if else statement into the block and then doing a if condition. Now this is on true or false. I'm going to get into the if statements in another session, so look out for that. So what else have we got under mat movement? We've got grippers, we've got distance between two objects. So we could say, we could print that and use that as a variable. So let's print that and say print the distance between object 4 and object 5, for example. I've only got robot 4 loaded currently, but that's how you could use that. Okay, I think that's enough for motion mat movement, and you get an idea of all the different functions you can use in this. And then we'll look at AI navigation next.